Okay, what follows here is a sample of our actually live video grant training that we have. We have three different workshops every week on showing people, individuals, how to get grants from the government. And this is serious stuff in my mind. I've been doing it for 40 or 50 years. But the average person receives over $27,000. Actually, not person, household. Every household, average person receives about $14,000 of grants, and most people have no idea where they are or whatever. So instead of just sending books like I used to, we give one-on-one help, and we also give uh, live video training, and it's a workshop. So you interact with the lecturer, instructor, or whatever, or me, and to learn the specifics about this. I mean, it's easy if you know what's going on. If you don't know what's going on, then it becomes difficult. So that's why I've created the cheapest place in America you can get the most the most valuable money that's ever been available in the whole world. And we charge $20 a month, but you get unlimited sources of me, other researchers answering your questions, personally answer your questions. We have members helping members. That's it. We have thousands of members now, and they help each other because hey, I got this over here, and they share that information. Now, that's invaluable to me. So you get unlimited personal help. You get live video training. You get members helping members. You get our experts helping you, and we give away our own grants. Every month we give around $40,000. Now, last year we gave over 300, I think about $50,000, to people, and that's for $1,000 or $500. And all you have to do is say, "Hey, what would you do with $1,000?" Put your name in that and email address, and that's it. That's the whole thing. So if you want to join us. It's at letsgohelp.com. Okay. And if you don't have the $20, you could try this because we have a lot of free sources on another website called uh, letsgohelpfree.com. So if you don't have $20, go there and start learning this system because there's a lot of good personal help up there too. So it's letsgohelp.com if you have $20, and we'll help you 100 questions a day if you like, and all the training and apply for the applications that we have. And then plus get your share. Not your share, man. They give out an average of $27,000 to every family every year. So line up and find out how to get it and watch this sample from one of our recent seminars.
So we're doing the live basics today. Let me share my screen. This is Let's Go Help 2, the homepage. And this is where you begin when you first open up Let's Go Help 2, unless you're like me and you leave it open on specific pages, it'll start up there. But if you X out every time, this is where you will come in. And if you would please leave yourself muted unless you have a specific question about what we're talking about. Otherwise, it provides feedback for everyone. Okay, right here at the top, you see the Share What's on Your Mind text box. This is a great place in almost every other location of Let's Go Help 2 to interact with the staff, but here on the main landing page, while you are absolutely welcome to utilize this option, it will be most likely missed by the staff simply because the newsfeed constantly changes and we won't get a notification unless you tag us. If you tag us in your post, we will get a notification and we will be able to find it. But I just really recommend avoiding this area to try to communicate with staff. But we will go over all of the other areas, and there are so very many where you can interact with us. This button right here is the new activity since I last was on Let's Go Help 2. And now that I've cleared that and put in it in the new order, it's basically like refreshing your screen internally. You see the featured here at the top, and Karishma has already posted a new video. I tried to have that ready for you guys. This is the application for the September grant. Let me just place that right back up at the top for you so you can find it readily. And that is always in your featured section. Oh, maybe I just haven't refreshed mine. It is at the top here. So that should be correct on your screen. You'll just want to refresh it if it's not. And the featured will be right here along the top, or if there's been new activity, you'll need to scroll down 2 to 5, maybe 6 posts at most to find your featured section. It's also covered in your discovery button here on your contents menu, but we'll get into that in a little bit. When you come over here to your toolbar at the very top, you see this search text bar. And this is where you can search your name to find where you have interacted, and it moves on you so quickly. And there's my name. And so I can type my full name to just see my activity, because there are several Sabrinas here in Let's Go Help You. And that will just show you all of the activity where I've interacted. It shows you the other 2 profiles that I have here so I can check on stuff for you guys. And all of these different places. Yours will be a lot cleaner because you won't be interacting with all of the members here on Let's Go Help You. You'll only be interacting with your personal journey in your grant hunting journey, right? So you'll have a very specific list. Let's see who's with us, and we'll show you. Robin Ferguson, I hope you don't mind if I use you as an example there. And there, you see Robin Ferguson. I'm having trouble with that. That's just my stupid stress level. Sorry, guys, it's going to be kind of rough. You'll have to bear with me for the next couple of months. And so that shows us that it looks like there's only one Robin Ferguson here in Let's Go Help You. And this is all of your activity Robin. And that's what it'll look like for each of you, showing your specific activity. This is everything that you've interacted with me, Robin. You would see your activity. That's where you and I, Robin, have directly interacted. You have some different options there throughout the spaces here. If we go back to our home page in our contents menu where we started, you see that you have some options up here, what to show in your personal feed and how to sort that. Okay, there are options like that throughout Let's Go Help You. I really encourage you to branch out and begin to explore outside your comfort zone. I have a little analogy that I like to share with you to try to put you into a little more fun frame of mind and hopefully make it a little less overwhelming. Try not to be overwhelmed. Rather, look at it as an almost endless list of possibilities to work through when you have time. I compare Let's Go Help You to a video game. It is colorful and has a variety of paths that lead to hidden gems, stars, grants, money. You never know when you're going to meet a game guide, staff member, with additional gems, and you can reach out to your game guides when you have specific questions about your grant hunting journey. We'll then provide you with Let's Go reports, videos, and links that are like the tasks and challenges worthy of the heroes and heroines here in our Let's Go Help social media role-changing game, and that will support you along your chosen quest. I hope this analogy helps to make it a little less daunting and a lot more fun. So when you come back over here to your landing page, continuing along the top of your toolbar here, you have, this is your percentage of how much is completed. If you guys have this, I believe you may have something, oh no, only hosts see this, I apologize. You'll have something similar here in your checklist, which we will go over after we go over our contents menu. Going on along though, we have your, this is something you don't need to really worry about. You're more than welcome to explore it on your own. We have the chats button and the notification bell. The chats button or icon here will pull up all of the chats that you've interacted with here in Let's Go Help You. If you're brand new and haven't begun interacting in private chats through the different groups or reports, you will start with only the Let's Go Help 2 chat, which is moderated or hosted by Dental All Smiles and Karishma Inya. And those are the staff members that will answer your questions in the Let's Go Help 2 chat. You saw me click perhaps over here on my contents menu to pull that up as the chat. You will also find that on the list in your chat icon. If you're on a phone, you most likely will not have the chat feature listed in your contents menu, and you will have to access that through the icon in your top toolbar here in Let's Go Help 2 under your chat icon. All right. Continuing on, you have your notification bell. And when you click these, as you notice, the numbers don't disappear until you have interacted with the specific notification or message. I really like that aspect here in Let's Go Help 2. And in the notifications, you will see where anyone has commented on your post, tagged you. I see some different things where people have joined groups and joined Let's Go Help 2, but you'll have the notifications that will apply to what you have participated with here in Let's Go Help 2. All right, now let's go ahead and cover our contents menu. When you're on a phone, you'll have to expose that. Sometimes you'll need to expose it on a computer as well. Here on the computer, you see the little triangular arrow. It'll possibly be a 3-bar menu, 1 bar stacked right on top of the other, or some other variation on your phone in your upper left-hand corner, I believe, pretty much all of the time. Once you've found that and exposed it, your first tab is the home page where we already are. Your second is that discovery button I mentioned, and it is a wonderful place for you to discover what's available here for you. I'll let you go through that on your own. It'll pull up a lot of what we're going to go through in a variety of different fashions for you. Just click on it, and it is a very colorful, pretty, user-friendly page. I definitely encourage you to check out the Discovery tab. All of this top part really is there for you if you choose to interact with it, but members, about, and invite are not very important to you. So I'm going to continue on down to the meat or the nitty-gritty of the resources available for you on Let's Go Help 2. And give me just 1 second. Autumn, if you're going to have noise on your device, you need to go back into your bedroom. I'm recording. I'm going to be doing my class. You should have had your hair done before. Either you do it or your sister do it. Okay, so the first tab or button here in your contents menu that I'm going to show you is the topics button. And when you come in here, what you'll want to do is scroll through this list and click follow or follow us, something to that effect, all the topics that are of interest in your life and your goals. Once you've clicked those, anytime anyone tags their post, staff member or member, with this topic, they will give you a notification. Continuing on, we have our events tab. Here, if you are brand new and you have not joined any of the groups or reports that host live events, this will be a blank page. We'll go through groups and reports next, including how to join the events. But when you are in the events tab, if you've already joined the group or report that is hosting an event, you'll see these listed here. You will be able to RSVP rather than view event. It'll say RSVP, something to that effect. Simply click that.
Stop.
And again, if you don't have a specific question, if you wouldn't mind keeping yourself muted so that there's no feedback. Once you've clicked that event, it'll pull up a little screen like this, and you'll want to RSVP again. It'll have that same sort of an button instead of the join with Zoom. Since this is something I'm already hosting, I don't have the ability to show you how to join that. All you'll need to do though is hit RSVP, and then if you add that to your calendar, you'll have 3 or 4 options for different online calendars, and select the types and number of notifications that you would like to receive, letting you know when we're getting ready to go live with an event. You'll see here, it's showing you that there is a live event going on currently in Let's Go Help 2. That gives you the ability whenever you pop in to see if something is still going on. Continuing on down, let's hit our groups tab and go over several of our most popular groups. It starts off here with the Government Grant Gopher Rockstar Award Group. When you come into the Government Grant Gopher Rockstar Award Group, in the featured section of this group, as you see, our contents menu also changed. In the featured section, you will find all the qualifying entries for people who have had successes with their Let's Go Help teachings in acquiring grants or grant-like opportunities. and they'll all receive a cute little coffee mug that says Grant Gopher Rockstar Award. It has a little trophy, and it's really cute, a great little motivational tool that you can use to drink coffee or keep pens in on your desk, whatever fits your lifestyle better. It's a very fun little way for you to share your successes with the other members, get that clap on the back, congratulations, you've earned it, and also encourage all of the other members to see that you can succeed in your grant hunting goals if you're willing to put in the time, effort, and thought that will fit your lifestyle. Continuing on, we're going to go back to the network, which will take us back to the last tab that we were on in our contents menu, the groups tab. Here you see the Let's Go monthly giveaway winners. We don't have all of our last, 13 months worth of giveaway winners, but we do have a good selection. I'm working on trying to get all of those put in there for you. I simply don't have privileges to add things as a host into that group. I will see if I can't get those all put in or have another staff member put those in eventually for you. Next, you see 2 examples of the entries when we were selecting or when we were accepting applications in the groups Let's Go Help and Let's Go Help 2, so that you could look over previous entries to get an idea of what you might want to make your entry look like, how people worded things, the kinds of things they talked about in their lives, goals, challenges, how much or how little they shared, so that you can find comfort in sharing your story in a manner that's appropriate for you. We've left these up. Then we have the Let's Go training course group. This is an excellent little place to find some materials to help you build your Let's Go report and interact with different contests that we have going on, motivational advice from members, the Let's Go method. All of these different things are here for you in the Let's Go training course group. It was our beta model for the Let's Go training course before we moved on into a full report where we have a lot more options for you. Continuing on back. Oh, and let me just show you one more area that I'd forgotten to in our next group. We had talked about the fact that there's so many ways to talk with staff. Any of the other share what's on your mind text boxes outside of the homepage are attended to by the staff. We do occasionally miss things simply because we have almost 13 or 13,000 plus members in Let's Go Help and somewhere around 5,000 members here in Let's Go Help 2. We invariably do miss that occasional post comments. We can't guarantee that we will see. We are better able to see comments here in Let's Go Help 2, but your best opportunity is to create a post in the Share What's on Your Mind feature of any area other than the main page, or to utilize the chats that go along with the main page, the groups, and I believe many of the reports, but not all of the reports. We'll go over that a little bit further when we go into the reports tab. Here you see your contents menu will change each time you enter a different group or report. I'll click that Let's Go Help chat. Again, when you're on a phone, you won't have that in your contents feed, but if you're a member of this group, you can go into your chat feature up in the top Let's Go Help toolbar. And just one moment again, folks. When you're scrolling through here, you'll be able to see it. This is our chat here. Or if you're involved in a lot of chats, you've picked up a lot of friends or areas of interest and you don't want to have to scroll through, you simply search in your chat search bar. There it is at the top, Let's Go Help Partnership and Accountability Group. Okay, those are 2 excellent ways to communicate with staff right here just from this particular group. All of the groups have these options. Not all of the reports have a chat or a text box, but those will be readily identified by you as you work through those. And as I said, we'll go through the reports in a little more detail as we work through the next tab. All right, continuing on, you'll see the featured has changed and there are different types of tools, some repetition and some new options there for you. Great things for you to explore on your own. Always keeping in mind that you want to make this your journey. You want to have fun with this, explore the places that you have interest, communicate in the ways that you are most comfortable with, always trying to up that ante and broaden your horizons, stepping out of your comfort zone, exploring new areas, exploring new methods of communication. Continuing on, one of our newest features is simply a supportive area, the Addiction Recovery, Depression, and More group. It hasn't really taken off a lot yet, but there are always resources for you in there. Even if you're not comfortable speaking up, please feel free to request support on your journey for things like PTSD, social anxiety, chemical dependency, alcohol dependency, all of these different things, familial trauma, all of these things. I am here for you. I believe that there are many people amongst this community who would love to be here for you. So don't hesitate to speak up, but there are resources for you there, whether you choose to speak up or not. The last thing here in groups I'd like for you all to be aware of is that your state does have a group where specific resources for your region will be shared, and the members will be people from your area. Unfortunately, we don't have a staff member from each state. I've seen that request several times. So the staff that cover that area may or may not be from that region, but we are all versed in finding grants and grant-like opportunities in all areas of the nation. Continuing on, we'll go into our reports tab. Let me just grab a drink. Right here at the top, you see the weekly live training sessions archived report. This is a collection of all of our previously recorded material. Right here at the top, we have the Live Basics Bootcamp, where I'll place tonight's material within an hour or two after class. I may move this down a little bit lower as it continues to grow longer, or break it up so that it doesn't overshadow the archived class material. We did miss last Thursdays. That was my fault. Again, this insanely stressful situation that I'm going through with my apartment complex just had me too out of whack, and there was no way that I was going to be able to handle that. Today, I'm much more calm. I simply forgot because that stress level is still there, and I'm just trying to move away from it. So my brain is just not functioning at its normal level. I apologize. We will have this week's Thursday class as long as nothing else unforeseen occurs. And you'll see at the very bottom, I have the Let's Go Help Partnership and Accountability group sessions, where we will meet tomorrow at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 10 o'clock a.m. for Mountain Standard Time, where I'm coming from. And we work through about a 7-hour period together there, working the Let's Go method, building or familiarizing you each with your own individualized personal Let's Go report. If you're not sure what that is, but you're interested, please make sure to join us at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Mountain time, 11 a.m. Central time, or 12 p.m. Eastern time for the Let's Go Help Partnership and Accountability group session. All right, continuing back to network, we will go back to now our reports page, the last page or tab that we interacted with in our contents menu. And we have the Let's Go training course. This is the only other course that we're going to, our report that we're going to go directly into. I will show you these others down here, similar to topics. If you follow or view, join these reports, they will have a ton of material, resources, Let's Go reports, perhaps Let's Go videos. I did not set this up for you folks. This was a previous staff member, but there are amazing resources for you throughout in a different type of setting. Some of your brains will definitely interact with this type of material organization better than what are available through the Let's Go training course. And some of those things that I've set up, or perhaps the chats, or working in Let's Go Help, all of these different ways are set up so that you can find your best method. Now, continuing on the Let's Go training course. When you first come into the Let's Go training course, you're going to land on the syllabus page of your contents menu. This is where all the static material is contained for you. This is the material that I have available to place into your individual LESCO reports, your personal LESCO reports. It starts off with what was the original LESCO training course or LESCO syllabus, the basics unit. What I call the personal report base is all composed in this first unit, the basics unit. This is going to be the tips, tricks, techniques, and tools that Matthew Lesko and staff, other members here in the Lesko Help community have shared with you, as well as things like how to increase your calling skills, your note-taking skills, your studying skills. All of those types of materials will be found in your basics unit of the syllabus page of the Lesko training course, including material covering how to apply to the Lesko Giveaway Participation Award and the Government Grant Gopher Rockstar Award, which we covered earlier when we talked about the Government Grant Gopher Rockstar Award group, where you can place your successes and earn a cute little coffee mug to keep you motivated on your Lesko Help journey. All right, continuing on, you'll see that we have multiple units for you broken down by topic, and then individual lessons, again, broken down further by topic, covering all of the questions and requests for resources that we've received in my tenure here in the Lesko Help community. As we come across requests that I haven't seen before and don't have materials for, I do my best to build new series or even perhaps new units if that comes up. So please request anything that you don't already see available for you here in the resources that are always ready for you, that you don't have to wait for me to add to your personal Lesko report. All right, we're going to go through the contents menu on this one just a little bit further. We also are going to explore the activity feed. This is the landing page for the majority of groups and reports that you will interact with here in Lesko Help 2. And you also have that option in the Lesko training course where you can click that share what's on your mind feature, type your question, that's a common question I get. How do I get my personal report built? Now, I'm like, oh goodness, look at all these options. I can add a topic. Let's add a topic. Well, oh, okay, personal reports. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm curious about. I can add a picture. I can create a poll, or I don't know that you guys have all of these options. I shouldn't say that. You do have some options though in your quick post feature. And so you'll have different buttons down here, but I encourage you to explore what you have. I think next week we'll pull up one of my other accounts where I am just a member and not a host as that account, so that I can show you a little bit better some of the options that you have in your post. However, let's just go ahead and post that so you can see what that looks like. It's going to give me, again, some different options. Don't worry about that. You don't have that option. Now it's visible. I asked a question, so it went up as this little block. And that's why I want to come a little bit more prepared next week with you guys. I hadn't thought about this part of it, exploring it. We haven't explored it before. So we'll explore it a little more in depth. The different types of opportunities you have for creating various styles of posts here in Lesko Help 2, depending on the group or report you're interacting with. They're all set up a little bit differently there, and I didn't set them all up. So I'm not sure how much different they are, but that's part of the fun. That's part of it. The Tammy Larson, our Lesko Help volunteer, she will interact with many of you and just pop in and give you some information and advice, share with you how she organizes the material available in Lesko Help and Lesko Help 2. Excellent information. If she takes that moment from the kindness of her heart to interact with you, please take your time to read through it. It really may get through to you in a way that some of the other staff members' communications haven't. I've seen that multiple times. Some of you really click with the way my mind works. Some of you really click with the way Matthew Lesko's mind works. Some of you really click with Dental All Smiles, Karishma Iniot, Rose Scarlett. Mary Pacey is another one of our staff members that some of you interact with, but you don't get to work with her quite as often. So you may start seeing Janie or Kate hop in. Those Kate spelled C-A-I-T and Janie J-A-N-E-E. Those are two other staff members that work behind the scenes that may be starting to pick up some more hours and interacting with you guys in the Let's Go Help and Let's Go Help 2 groups. So keep an eye out for that. But each one of us talks, thinks, writes, teaches, and learns differently. And as you interact with us more and more, you will become more comfortable with certain styles of interaction because that's how your brain works. So just keep that in mind. I'm a lifelong student, and I have been learning about the art of education since I was about 6 years old. This is something that is a passion for me. When I give you these tips, as well as the tips, tricks, techniques, and tools that Matthew Lesko teaches, these will help you to place yourself into the right frame of mind, or give you a new approach, a new way to look at the material, a new perspective. That's why I walk through these different thought processes with you each time, so that you're always aware, especially if you're newly joining our live training events, that there are so many ways for you to make this your personal journey here in the Let's Go Help community, with so many ways to get supported. All right, I'm going to go ahead and delete this. This will be an option that you'll have as well. Not quite all of these, but the delete function will definitely be there. Yes, I'm going to delete that. And again, I'll let you discover these things here, except for the events tab, where once you have joined this report, you will see those not only here in the Let's Go Training Course events tab or page, but also in your events tab of your main home page's contents menu. Let's go back to network and just again point that tab out. You will not see these items in your events page here in the blue main home contents menu if you have not joined the group or report that hosts those events. The group that hosts events, and I should have covered that then, I apologize, is the Let's Go Help Partnership and Accountability Group, which we covered in the groups tab just a moment before. That's where we're going to come from tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Mountain, 11 a.m. Central, and 12 p.m. Eastern to work the Let's Go method together, the Let's Go Help Partnership and Accountability Group in your groups tab. And you will need to have joined this group to see that opportunity for a live event in your events tab on your main contents menu. Now, continuing on, we have covered pretty much everything in your reports tab. I just wanted to finalize that, showing you that this has been covered. All of this